Hello, it's Craig Smith at Bob Moore Infiniti in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And this is one of our hottest selling cars right now, the 2019 model QX50. And I've had a lot of interest in these, people wanting to know more about features, equipment, color combinations, things like that. So I thought I'd do this video. I grabbed one of these at random. This is an essential model, which gets you quite a bit of equipment at a good price, but still isn't, right up at the top or at the bottom of the scale. It's kind of in the middle. But this one is the Obsidian Black with the wheat interior. I chose it with the wheat interior because it really gives you a nice contrast and lets you see why this car has been picked as one of Ward's 10 best interiors available on a vehicle. The interior in these cars is just really beautiful, very comfortable, a lot of space in them. So we're going to go over a few things with you. Just looking at the outside of the car, it's got nice 19-inch alloy wheels on this one. There's an optional 20-inch wheel. It's got turn signals in the mirrors. It's got all LED lighting on the front end of it, headlights, fog lights, turn signals, all that sort of thing. This car has the 2-liter variable compression engine in it. Makes 268 horsepower, but 285 foot-pounds of torque. So that's really going to get the car moving. That's where everybody that drives it thinks, man, this car is pretty zippy. It's got good power. But at the same time, it gets really good fuel economy. We're talking 24 miles a gallon in town, 31 miles a gallon on the highway. But just beautiful lines on this car. Unlike a lot of cars that are just flat on the sides nowadays, it's got some really unique body lines on it that you've almost got to see the car up close and in person to be able to see those. But you've got the daytime running lights on the front that are designed to mimic the human eye. It just really has quite a presence when the car is coming down the street at you. This one has the panoramic sunroof. That's the only way they come, is either without a sunroof or with the big panoramic one in there. But just really beautiful looking cars. They're great size. They're a front wheel drive platform, so that gives you a lot more interior space in the inside of the car for no bigger than what they really are. You've got some neat things like on some of the upper packages. You've got the the motion activated lift gate where you can open the thing with your foot, which is nice. But you've got the dual chrome finishers on the exhaust back here. Kind of gives it a little sporty upscale look that way. I'm going to see if I can get the back end to open up. It's got a little button right under here. One of the things that impresses people the most is how much cargo space there is inside here. And there is a ton. It's really, really big. The second row seat slides back and forth to give you an extra 5 inches or so of cargo space behind the second row seat if you need it. You've got handles to fold it down easily. Of course, it's a power lift gate, so all you gotta do is hit the button and the thing goes right down. But lots of nice room in this car. And some of the things that are kind of unusual, you'll see this one has a climate control back here in the third zone. And there's not too many of these vehicles that are a 5-passenger that have a third zone climate control on them. But seating is very nice. You've got controls down here to be able to recline the second row seat in addition to sliding it back and forth, so that really gives you a lot of versatility. And this one with the wheat interior with the perforated leather, I mean, it's just a beautiful car, and lots of leg room back here, and sunroof. It's got nice cover over it right now. I'll pop it open here for you in a minute, but I want to get you inside and show you a few things on it. As I mentioned, this one is an essential model and very reasonably priced. I mean, this is a $45,000 car that has really nice equipment on it. And that's the great thing about the QX50s, is you've got a price range anywhere from about $38,000 up to as much as $60,000 for one with everything on it. So you can custom design it yourself and get the kind of equipment that you're looking for. But here's that incredible fuel economy that we were talking about. A 27 average, 24 in town, 31 on the highway. This is something important here. Overall crash test rating of 5 stars on this. And you'll notice most of the categories are 5 stars. You've got a couple in there that are 4. But for the most part, very, very safe car. One of the safest cars that you can put your family in. access button here on the door handle. To get in this car, all you have to do is just slide your hand inside the door. But just beautiful the way the door panels on this car are set up with the design on them. And I'm going to kind of walk you across here, but it's just, you know, two-tone seating on the inside. It's just such a beautiful car. I had the opportunity to go out to Pasadena, California a couple of years ago when they released these cars, and we sat through 3 days of engineering sessions and talked about how, you know, it's designed to fit the driver. So, you know, everything is here is within easy access to the driver. I got a controller here that's straight down where my arm is, so I don't have to bend my arm around. All the buttons here, I've got push button start. I've got a park button here to put it in park. Here's my drive mode selector. You know, if I hit my drive mode selector, then on the screen up here, it's going to pop up, give me personal, sport, standard, eco modes. Some of the other nice things we've gone to, you've got electronic parking brake and you've got an auto hold switch, which is cool because when you come up to a stoplight or say a train, you're waiting on this train, you really don't want to take the car in park, but you don't like having your foot on the brake the entire time. So you press this auto hold button, and once you step on the brake, you can take your foot off the brake and it will hold the car there in one place, which is outstanding. Very, very impressive feature to have there. But once again, the coloring and everything on this car is so nice. I'm going to go ahead and open up your panoramic roof here with the shade on it, and it's a big roof. You can see it goes all the way back to the second row. You see now it'll open up this part, the top for me. So now today, according to my temperature here, it says it's 106 degrees outside. So I don't really want that part open. So I'm going to go ahead and close that part of it to give me some temperature there, and then see it'll start closing the shade for me. But I can stop that shade at any point I want to, which is really nice. Once again, navigation here, I'm using the controller. You see how I'm zooming in and out on this nav, which is great. So that way I can change it and get whatever view I want on it. Down here, I've got, you know, climate control, where I can change this to my climate control. I can hit another button here, change it to audio. I mean, everything is easy to get to in this particular car. Then this display between the gauges is probably one of the most advanced things, Infiniti-wise, that they've done to these. Got a digital speedometer here, which is really nice. That way you're not looking for little bitty numbers trying to tell how fast you're going. You know, we've got trip, you've got fuel economy, you've got your sensors and also your safety equipment, such as your forward emergency braking, your blind spot detection that the car comes standard with. You get tire pressures, your variable compression turbo, your chassis control, you know, when your service is due, when you got to change your oil, 7,300 miles, uses a full synthetic, so you've got a long time between oil changes. That helps keep your maintenance costs down. Here is one of my favorite things, because I have both a compass that tells me which direction I'm going and a speedometer in the middle of it. So that's two of the best things. SXM, what radio station you're combined to? Yeah, listen to a little Hair Nation there, sorry. And but here's another one that's the compass part of it. And then here we're back around to the speedometer. So just great controls, easy access on the steering wheel. Of course, you've got Bluetooth, streaming Bluetooth, nice leather wrapped steering wheel. You know, headlight settings with automatic on that. You've got cruise control. This one actually has the intelligent cruise control with where you can set the following distance on it, which is really cool. You can also get a proactive package on these. It'll come with a head-up display, and also get you some lane keep assist features where the car will just, I hate to say this, Infiniti wouldn't like it, but it'll almost drive itself. But just really, really, really nice car. And I can't zoom out enough with this to be able to show you how nice the layout of the dash is. Look how everything blends together. I mean, here's your trim on your door, and it just moves around here and smoothly, effortlessly moves into your dash, and then just straight across like that. And look at the curve, like the wave of the ocean across the top there of the door panel. And here I'm on this side, and it moves right into my trim on this side of the car. Everything just flows so nicely in this car. And that's why it received the award for won awards, 10 best interiors on a car. But extremely comfortable. Seats are great. This is the kind of car you can get in. It's got power lumbar standard on even the base model. So you can get in this car and go for miles and miles and miles and miles. But was really taking this video for my friend Mrs. Henderson. She's had an accident in her car. She's considering going with something maybe a little different than this time. She's always driven Lincolns, but the QX50 has really gotten her attention. So she likes a wheat interior, so I wanted to be able to show this up a little bit closer, give you some examples of it. But QX50, you can't beat them. I mean, it's slowly but surely overtaking the QX60 as Infiniti's best-selling car. Tons of room inside it, good fuel economy, very reliable. They get good ratings on them, safe, 5-star crash test rating overall. You just can't beat a nice QX50. So if you've got any questions, you can reach me at 405-990-6348. And again, that's Craig Smith, Bob Moore Infiniti in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I know a lot about these QX50s, so please feel free to call me with anything that you need information on. And that's Bob Moore Infiniti, Craig Smith, 405-990-6348. Thank you very much, and I'm glad I'm sitting inside this car. Can you see that temperature there? That's one of the nice things about these. You got the outside temperature, easy access. 106 degrees today is what it's showing, and at 3:41 in the afternoon. Now, I know it's really not that hot out there, but you figure it's probably optimistic by maybe 3 or 4 degrees, so we're still probably looking at least 102 today, I would say. So in case I've gone kind of long and gotten long-winded on this, it might be because I'm suffering from heat exhaustion. But call me when you got questions on a QX50, and better yet, come by and drive one. You'll love them. It's one of the prettiest, most functional cars that Infiniti's building right now. Have a great day.